What is up, YouTube? Today is rest day. I hope it's not too loud, you guys can hear me right now, but it's my day off. So I've been running some errands. Got up really early, did cardio because I had to go and I dropped my Challenger off. Capital Dodge hooking me up with new brakes even though my warranty's expired. So did that, and they even gave me a truck to drive around, so that was beauty. Watch the pole. Then we stopped by Dr. Peg's. Me and Courtney got a chiropractor adjustment and drove home. Did a little chillin', ate a little food, cut out a carb meal because we're not training, and now we're headed to the mall to get some shoes for me, some shoes for Courtney, and yeah, that's about it. Every year before the Olympia I go and get like Converse, something I wear every day. So I have a fresh clean pair of Chucks at the Olympia, so maybe we'll get those, maybe we'll get something new, we'll find out. Come on. There's not much on the third floor, I don't think. I think she's crazy. She thinks the store was up there like 2 weeks ago and it just like disappeared and replaced by a new store. So I googled the name that she saw up there. There's still a little sign. She's like, that's what it was called. I googled Latterval Shoe Store Ottawa. Zero results.
What? I wasn't losing my mind. We found it. Yes.
Alright.
Wait, let's go in and ask if they moved locations, because they did. I'm not just imagining. This is my style right here. This is me. This is sale.
Should wear those? This is what I'm trying up to Olympia check-ins with.
Snake skin, bro.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Alligator? Snake?
I think it's called pleather. You're gonna kill me if that's wrong. Funny, when you show up to like Olympia check-ins and weigh-ins, there's like people who show up chasing like clout and like doing the thing, like showing off their Yeezys and rocking like, Danny Hesser always has the sickest outfit. He's got like boots on and jeans sucked in, and then I show up in like champion hoodie and flip-flops, and I'm more dripped out right now than that usually, but you know, you gotta flex on them hoes, right?
I was right. They were next to us. Yep. I'm so sad they don't have my shoeing.
Some shops.
To make this possible. I am beyond exhausted now. Something about malls takes the life out of me. I guess it's a lot of walking, but just the energy, the loudness, the people everywhere, it just drains me. But got some goodies. Ended up going to a grocery store, obviously. Got more vegetables, because you know we live off it. Shoes, stuck to the basic black and white Converse because they just cannot be beat. So classic, goes with every outfit. Shorts, high socks, low socks, jeans, dress up, dress down, just living the dream, you know? So that's that. I'm gonna go home, eat, and now I have a massage at like 5:30, so I gotta eat quick and head right out. But damn, I could use a nap. Rocking the truck. Low-key actually beauty. The dealership just hooked me up with this. I told them I had an appointment right after I dropped my car off. Normally they'll shuttle you home or something, but they hooked me up with my own truck for the day, so pretty beauty. And I kind of love it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cheap base model truck, but the size, the comfort, this giant thing right here, it's just like, just chill. So might be becoming a truck man, you never know. RS5 is the exact opposite. Maybe I need to start driving some Dodge Rams. I always show up late because this is a hard ass part of town with so much traffic. every single time I show up late and I have to go pee so bad. You gotta get a key and then go back into the bathroom and just, I'm not very punctual on prep. I gotta get my damn life together. It's honestly been fine. I'd rather we'll focus on like upper body.
Sure. Yeah.
I haven't been training that hard, so it's almost more relaxed than everything else in my body, which I have been pushing. So, but I trained hamstrings 2 days ago, and it's like a good sore is equal to the other.
Okay.
It felt like on par with the other. I went lighter than usual, obviously, but overall it was really good.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Just sort of basic, like upper back, shoulders.
Yeah, I'd say like don't murder anything.
No.
Just like overall open it all up so I can like open up posing better, open my lats.
Sure. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Just, rotate.
No, it's not bad. It does feel good. Just like looser. It's always so nice, just like an overall more like fluid movements between them.
Right. Good. That's good. All right. Good man.
Thank you, appreciate it as always.
How do you feel?
Tired and hungry, but I feel good. Sometimes he goes in there and he just picks a body part and just destroys me, but I told him I want an overall, like, just opening of a bunch of stuff. So we did my chest, my lats, rhomboids, a little bit of my neck and everything, just to kind of like final touches before the show to keep everything open. You don't want to damage anything too much, and obviously a little grass in or whatever can leave bruising for a while, so we avoided that, and just feeling fluid, you know? Ready to move, ready to pose. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat. Just got home. It's been a long day out of the house, driving around, doing chores, doing errands. No chores, just errands. But it was rest day, so it's probably good. I was moving around a bunch. Eating meal number 4 right now. I got like 80 grams of sweet potato in there, 150 grams of chicken, and some vegetables, which I burnt a little bit, but they taste delicious. But that's gonna be it for today. We're just gonna chill at night and hang out. I made my last post, I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions, what you guys want to know. So tomorrow, as I'm kind of going through my day, I'm going to be doing a Q&A and just answering whatever I can. My brain function isn't fully there, but I'll do whatever I can. Let you guys hear what you want to hear, let you know what you want to know. And yeah, that's about it. You saw the day today, day off. It was nice to have a little bit of rest, but I don't think I'm going to have any more days off until the show. So, gotta enjoy today. Back to the grind tomorrow. We'll see you then. What's going on, guys? The next day. Thought I was gonna do Q&A today, so that's what we're doing. Today was also a good day. It's gonna be my my final high carb day before Vegas, I guess. So right now I'm just having fish and veggies, and I'm gonna have oats pre-workout before the gym. But fired up about that. New low weigh-in today, so really good. But we're gonna kickstart this Q&A. We're just gonna kind of roll through questions as I'm walking around doing my shit today. So yeah, so further ado, first question from Connor Cook is, what's your favorite high carb meal and favorite low carb meal? Killing it, man, keep up the hard work. Every day, dude. It kind of varies as I go through a prep, but when I get really low body fat right now, I guess I'll answer right now. So I'm craving fats like crazy, so my favorite low carb meal right now is probably my salmon at the end of the day, because the fat in the salmon just tastes like a different creature right now. It tastes amazing. My favorite high carb meal on high carb days, it's gotta be my oatmeal right now. My oatmeal is a little cacao powder and like a banana cut up in it. It just tastes so good, and it's a pretty high volume. I honestly don't even really like oatmeal in the off season, but when I get close to shows, everything changes. So that's gonna be those answers. Yes, yes.
I like expired.
What?
That banana.
Got more flavor. No, I cut it. Courtney cut it earlier in the morning, and it just turned a little brown. The more brown bananas have more flavor. Fat. Salt Bay. So I moved right on to my oats. Pre-workout, got them right here. Some oats and banana. And moving on to the next question. When do you start restricting water and sodium during prep, and how do you decide how much to restrict? A lot of people stress about this too much, but I'm gonna kind of answer in two ways. Try and do it quick. So for me, I restricted sodium like my entire prep, but that's because I've had kidney issues in the past, water retention issues and stuff like that, and it's something I definitely do not recommend if you're healthy. I think you should be salting every single meal all the time and drinking plenty of water. Whenever you're thirsty, drink, make sure you stay hydrated, and I don't think you should really be changing that at all until like the day before the show. And then that's just so much to get into at that point. But optimally during prep, which is the question asking, salt every meal because it helps your body absorb the food, hold on to water in your muscle, get good pumps, just overall helps you, and drink a lot of water, but don't restrict it. I don't think you should cut sodium at all like the week before or anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you're on point, you're shredded, you're looking good, then just don't change too many variables at the end. Next question comes from Elizabeth Long, and it's a little bit of a long question. Hi Chris, my husband is a bodybuilder and he's scheduled to get an umbilical hernia surgery, and I know that you just had yours done not too long ago, and we were wondering if you had any issues with yours. Does the mesh feel okay? Does it feel okay training heavy now? How long was the recovery time before you could start training? Sorry for all the questions. So I don't have a mesh in my hernia. I did not want a mesh. I heard that it was best to just like sew it up, and like there's a bunch of different procedures that doctors can do now to avoid getting a mesh put inside you, and I didn't want that, so didn't get it. One thing I can tell people is ask your surgeon what the scar is going to look like, because some surgeons have a really old process where they go beside it and they cut like a 3 to 5 inch incision, which you're gonna have a huge scar there, and then they kind of work inside that to fix it. Other people, it's like that big. If it's in your umbilical hernia, there should be like no scar. Like mine, there's no scarring at all. It's just they went inside my belly button and they fixed it. So make sure you ask that question, how big the scar is gonna be. If they only do it one way, maybe find a new doctor. Do you have any issues after? So afterwards, I had no issues. Doctor told me I could be back in the gym in like a week. I went to a special doctor, Dr. Grishkin, at the hernia surgery clinic. I can't remember what it's called, but Dr. Grishkin, he's in Cleveland, Ohio, and he specializes in working with athletes to get them back in the gym. So he said I could be back in the gym within a week. And I waited a little bit longer, maybe 12 days, and I was super light. I didn't train legs, I didn't train any back, nothing with my core involved for like 2.5 weeks maybe, and I still really felt no pain other than the first 4 days. After that I had zero pain. I was just taking it easy in the gym for my mental sake. But now, I haven't said this on camera I don't think, but we're about 4 months post-op, 3 months post-op, and my hernia honestly opened up again. So I don't know if that's just because I've gotten to prep and I started training so hard again, or what's going on, but it is very, very, very common for hernias to reopen. So mine did actually reopen. It's much smaller than it was right now, and it allowed me to at least train hard through the process of my prep. I forget about it now, I train if I don't have it, but it is open again, so that's the only issue I've had. It's a pretty big issue that I have another one again. So I'm gonna have to go under and probably get surgery another time, but yeah, I think that answers all your questions, so hopefully it helped a bit.
Now we're heading to the gym.
What?
Now we're heading to the gym.
Yes, so I just mixed up my pre-workout. Sour gummy nitro surge, fucking delicious. And then we're gonna go train boob ease. I shall do it for you. just wrapped up a chest workout. It was a high carb day, but I surprisingly did not feel good. I don't think they were in me yet, or maybe it was just so much carb that just like made me tired, insulin spike, but powered through it. It was still a decent workout. It just wasn't like fully, I don't know, I just felt tired. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next question in the Q&A, and that is, if you ever had to stop competing due to health issues, would you ever consider other fitness competitions like powerlifting, CrossFit, etc.? So, I mean, honestly, most likely for my health, my career will not be longer. It will not be very long, and I'm making peace with that. I know it's gonna come. Would I ever compete in powerlifting? No, honestly. I like to train heavy and get strong, but I have no interest in like the low volume, the deload weeks, and just like the injuries that all powerlifters end up having from just pushing nothing but weight. I don't like that. I like having my volume, my pumps, and my variations of other shit. The programming seems super boring to me, so I wouldn't do that. CrossFit, I wouldn't compete in it because I got nothing against CrossFit, but the competitions in there are a little bit too hectic for me. I would honestly do dabbles of all of it. I would train like CrossFit, but with good form, none of that bullshit like kill yourself stuff that everybody always makes fun of. I would do a lot more athletic stuff for sure. I'd want to get more into running, biking, being more athletic, being able to move kind of like quicker instead of just being a strong brute in the gym. So I wouldn't compete in other things, but I would definitely dabble in Olympic powerlifting, CrossFit, kind of just more fitness, athletic stuff for sure. So yeah.
Where are we going now?
We're going home right now, so we're gonna go back, we're gonna eat, get some sweet potato and the more carbs today, and then we're gonna figure out what the hell we're gonna do after that. Next question by Lewis Stansfield. Has this Olympia prep been your best prep to date? If so, what is different this time? Beth, I don't know what best prep means, but easiest prep, no. I don't think I'll ever have an easiest or best prep ever again, because my body's not really the same after what I went through last year. I always have my water retention issues, which makes everything a little bit more difficult, a little bit more stress on my body, just not the same as before. When everything was just smooth, I was dry. If I dieted, I lost weight. Everything was just like simple, clean cut. Didn't have to worry about my kidneys or anything. So nothing will ever be that easy. But if we're at least comparing to last year, this is tenfold better than that. Not even that it's easy. It is easier, I guess, but it's just smoother, going better. I'm in a much better spot right now. Ian had me at my lowest calories like ever at 6 weeks out, where normally I'm eating out like 2 weeks out. So that kind of got me ahead and allowed me to have a few more high carb days, which personally I like pushing myself and then enjoying high carb days and going up and down instead of just slowly suffering with no refeeds. So it's been different, not the best, but better than last year, not the worst, so no complaints. So out here on the canal, trying to get a picture for good old movement. Calvin got his shot, works so quick, I love it. And if you ever want to grab a watch, code CBUM, shameless sponsor plug. I'm gonna answer the next question from Garrett Nutt. If you didn't compete, what size would you want to walk around at? It's actually something I've been thinking about a lot, especially because if I stop competing. And honestly, the big thing that I think about all the time is when you get to like 250 pounds, your cheeks just fill out. No matter, even when you're a little bit lean, my cheeks only get skinny when I'm like 2 weeks out. So I'd want to be at a weight where they're like, my cheeks are slimmed down, my neck's not like fat, and I can kind of run a little bit, not go for long runs, and my knees won't hurt, just a little bit less stress on the joints. For me, I think that'd probably be around 230. I'd like to be like a lean 230, where now my off season I'm normally like a not so lean 255. So maybe go down like 20-25 pounds. That's the right math, right? Yeah, so about 230 would be a weight I'd be happy at, which before I started competing in high school, after high school I was up to about 230, so I think I'd feel good around that. Next question from the American Oak. Sick name, bro. The one question that everyone wants to know is, will you be showing up to the O with a mustache this year? Also, did you steal those shoes? Looks like they still got the metal detector tag on it. Called swag, bro. You don't take the tag off off-white shoes. Beginning question, the most important part. Everyone is asking me this. Is it gonna stay? It will show up to the O. Will it show up on stage? I really don't want to get your hopes up. I really don't think it is, to be honest. A judge told me last year they don't want this to be a focal point. They don't want to look at me and see a mustache and just look and like think of that. It's supposed to represent the physique, your body. The attention is supposed to be on the body I've built and the diet, the work I put in here, not here. It's a little bit distracting. And when he told me that, I honestly understood it. It makes sense. The reason everyone wants me to keep it is kind of like it's funny, it's a bit of a joke, it's whatever. And I don't want to be a joke. I want a clean cut, pristine look and the focus on my physique. So sadly, I don't think so.
Nice hair.
I got out of the shower, so I'm not gonna do my hair at night, obviously.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love me and Poppy?
26.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, out of 100?
She said 1 to 5.
Oh.
I said 1 to 10.
1 to 10. Jeez.
Kind of low, don't you think?
I agree, Calvin. That is kind of low. He's an angry elf because his scale broke.
Yeah, what happened to your scale?
It broke. And it's too late to care about anything right now. It's been a long day. I'm very tired. So that's a wrap today. God, I'm tired right now. I need to get the hell to bed. But it was a good day. Enjoyed some carbs today. It was gonna definitely my last high carb day of the prep, so tried to make it enjoyable. Had a decent workout considering I felt bad going to the gym. Hopefully the carbs I ate today benefit me more tomorrow. But other than that, you know, didn't answer that many questions either because we were pretty slow, but we got a few out. But we got an exciting thing planned tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. So hopefully we get it done, or I get it done, or I get it. But yeah, we're doing that tomorrow morning, just chilling. Tomorrow's my last leg day, so probably not gonna film that, honestly. I gotta head down, grind through it, and yeah, that's about it. If you guys like the video, please like the video. Remember to subscribe. Shout out to Calvin for these filthy vlogs that you guys have been loving, and I will see you tomorrow.